Right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Neutral Corner. I just want you to notice one thing up in, I don't know if it'd be the left side or the right side, but creative woodworking artist design. See that right there? They did that. I needed that quick, made in a hurry. The picture does it no justice. That's all wood right there. And if you need anything done like that, follow her page. She's on Facebook. Right there, creative woodworking artist. Roxanne does an amazing job. Very reasonable prices. And this right here, she gave me as a gift. So we're happy to have her little thing there. So make sure you go follow her Facebook page, TikTok, Instagram. Look her up, Google her, all that good stuff. She does an amazing job. Always helping the Neutral Corner and giving us some good ideas. So with that being said, tonight's show, we have two boxers from the Massachusetts State Police boxing team. That's right, I said it. The Massachusetts State Police boxing team. Okay? We are the only state in the country that has a boxing team. Massachusetts, baby. You know where we're at. And we have Steve, the promoter. We were going to have Kyle, but ran into some issues. Kyle's got things going on. So he's watching, and he's sent over some questions that we can ask. Huge event you don't listen. You know, boxing, I love boxing. And I've done many events. Aaron Bernardo just got done doing a huge event on a battleship, big name at Florida. Huge success, a lot of people, great vibe, great atmosphere, all that good stuff. We have another big event coming up. You're not going to want to miss this because you're not going to get to see this often. At August 24th at the Seaport Inn in Fairhaven, Massachusetts, the Massachusetts State boxing team is going to be competing against other, and I'll let Steve touch on this because I don't know if it's changed or what's going on, and that's why we have Steve on as the promoter. We're going to talk to him and get into all that. But I want to thank everybody for coming on and tuning into the Neutral Corner. Share the page, share the show, give us a like, go out and look us up on YouTube, go out and look us up on Facebook, and we're growing, and we're going on to other social media platforms as the show grows. And I thank everybody for their support. All the boxing pages on Facebook, I'm going to write your names down, and I'm going to give you all a shout out. Each week I do my show. Thank you so much for allowing me to post my content in on your page for others to view. I thank you for the support. If there's anything the Neutral Corner can do for you, we're willing to do that. You work with us, we work with you. You promote us, we promote you. That's the way we do it, and that's the name of the game, working with each other. So with that being said, let's bring on. I want to bring on Steve. Can we bring on Steve Justice? Steve is the promoter. Steve, how you doing?
What's up, JJ?
How you doing? Everything okay?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me again.
No, absolutely. I think the August 24th event of this year is going to be a big event. Tell us a little bit about the event and the proceeds and stuff like that, if you will.
So the fight's going to take place August 24th at the Seaport Resort and Marina. We're going to fight outside. We're going to have food trucks there at 2. We're going to have, just got to say it, alcohol will be served all day. The restaurant inside the resort will be open as well. And we'll have DJ start playing music at 4. Fights will go off at 7. We got some great raffles that Carl helped out with. We have some stuff from the Patriots and the Red Sox. I think he's got a C-Streak trip down to Martha's Vineyard. Another something at Martha's Vineyard. I hope he texts that in while he's having his difficulties because I forget the name.
But you can text me.
Proceeds will go to the Bristol County Veterans.
Wow.
And the fights are shaping up pretty good. We have a couple of troopers that are on tonight. One is not fighting, but has fought before, and one is fighting at the show. So it should be a great show, and I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful that you have us on, and I'm absolutely blessed that you do what you do to help support the show of boxing. Absolutely.
Not that I appreciate the kind words, but that's what the Neutral Corner is giving organizations and gyms and boxers this platform to be able to tell their story. Because I think I watch boxing all my life, and everybody's got amazing stories and amazing backgrounds, and let them to be able to tell their stories and promote what they're doing. So whatever we can do to help, that we're willing to do that, man. So tell me a little bit. Do you know how many fights there are going to be on the card?
Should be 10.
Wow, 10.
So yeah, to interject too, because I know you love the charity aspect. So my boss man corrected me today. We were at a certain amount of fights, and I put it in the program book. We're over 200 and something fights, and the page in the program book says 178 fights and $500,000 for charity, but we're really up to 200 and something, and we're over 880,000 in charity for all the fights that we've done. Just I put that out there as well.
Wow, amazing. So this is going to be outside, and I'm assuming it's near water, right? Because
but there's no beach there. So the Seaport has no beach. So it's a parking lot. They have a beautiful entranceway. We're going to put the ring up around 2:00 on Saturday. And we're going to start the fights about 7:00. And I just tell everybody from that neck of the woods, if you want to come down, please come down to the show, support the state police, support others. The boxing team that's what it's for. It's for charity. So I respect the two guys that are going to be on tonight with you. They fought, and they fight for charity, and they fight because they love boxing and they love our team. So I can't wait for you to talk to them as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I appreciate the guy. We got them waiting on, but I want to talk to you a little bit. So the Massachusetts State Boxing, Massachusetts State Police boxing team, because I know you've corrected me on that, and I love that. I love to be corrected. No, again, I make a million mistakes in a day. I'll probably make a million more as long as I'm learning from them. I'm good. So how long has the Massachusetts State Police boxing team been together, and is it the only one in the country?
1976, retired trooper Bobby Benoit started the team, raised $278 for the Boy Scouts of America over in Brookfield or Spencer, if I remember correctly, Massachusetts. And it's the only state police boxing team in the country. Yes, sir. So there's other troopers from other states that will fight on our team, but we're the only team in the country, Massachusetts State Police boxing. Absolutely.
Man, Massachusetts, you should be proud of that, man. Boxing helps. Boxing helps in so many ways. These troopers are not just troopers pulling people over on the side of the highway. They're dealing with so much more. That's dangerous within itself, but they're dealing with so much more mental health issues. And I think boxing is a great way for them to get in the gym. And we'll talk to them about this.
Absolutely.
Get in the gym and hit the bag and release some stuff. I think it's huge. I think other states should look into it and maybe use the Massachusetts State Police boxing team as a model on how to run a program and hopefully help their communities in their state by doing fundraisers and like this.
I agree. I think that's a great idea. And anybody that wants to reach out to me, feel free. I can show you how to do it.
And how could people catch you, Steve?
Cell
they
phone.
Can find you on Facebook. How? Give that information.
Facebook, Stephen Davis. You can call my cell phone at 508-685-2315 if you need tickets for the show. Or if you want to go on mspboxing.com to buy tickets for the Saturday show, but to get in touch with me, I am on Facebook. I do give out my personal cell phone because I love the sport of boxing and I love doing what I do. I've been promoting the team now for over 20 years, and I've been to a lot of them, and I like to see the benefits of what we fight for. I like to see everybody come have a good time, because that type of sporting event for me, everybody gets to cheer somebody, right? Everybody gets to rah-rah for somebody. Everybody's in a good mood. Like you said, Aaron had a great show. Everybody looks like they were having a blast. Everybody's going to have a blast at my show. And I look forward to seeing, yes, I love the fights. Obviously, you know that. But I love the smiles. I love when kids come and want to get autographs from the fighters. My son was a little different when he was 5. He wanted to get autographs from the ring girls instead of the fighters. That was his deal back then. But just to see smiles on people's faces. And
are the ring girls going to be given autographs if they wanted?
If they want them, why not? If they want them, why not? And they'll be doing a 50-50 raffle too. And so we'll be helping them out. A shout out to Sophia from the Seaport Inn for helping us with the ring girls, and the ring girls themselves that are going to be there to help us with our charity fight. And, want to thank Alert Ambulances supplying an ALS squad for us as a donation to help us do physicals, and USA Boxing, obviously, that's who we're sanctioned by. So we love the organization and look forward to fighting with them till we don't want to fight anymore, which will probably be never.
Absolutely. Good. Looking forward to having the president of USA Boxing on the show in the near future, so we can get a little bit more about that. So so a little bit more about the raffles. So they're going to have a 50-50, and then how do you enter other raffles? How can you enter that? And I'm sorry, Steve. This is me over talking you, and I apologize.
No.
So there's tickets still at the door.
Tickets you can buy at the door. Yeah, you can buy it at mspboxing.com. You'll click on buy tickets. It'll take you to Eventbrite. You can buy tickets there. There will be somebody through the lobby of the Seaport Resort Marina at a table. I'm just going to keep it real. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be beautiful weather. Kyle made sure he called a friend of his, ML, as an almanac dude, a weather almanac dude. And ML has told Kyle 3 times, stop worrying, Kyle. The weather's going to be beautiful. You guys ain't going to get no rain. So,
wow, good for you guys. Because I just want to say, Aaron Bernardo just chimed in. And I got to read this. He says, let's go. Go out and support a great cause this Saturday, August 24th, 110 Middle Street, Fairhaven, Mass. Seaport Inn and Resort. MSP Boxing puts on a great show always. And that's coming from Aaron, that he puts on huge shows also. Go ahead, Steve.
Shout out to him, because I was in need of a doctor. The doctor that I usually have from USA was unable to attend, and I didn't find that out till, honestly, earlier today. So wow. Aaron was instrumental with Steve Parker in helping us get a doctor for our show. So we're very
wow. See, that's what Aaron's about, man. That's why I love Aaron. He does it right, even though it's the hard way sometimes. Look, it's always hard. You just got to choose your hard. You know what I mean? And Aaron, thank you so much for hooking Steve up with that. That's awesome. So Kyle's jumping in now. We got to get our guest on. Kyle's jumping in real quick. The Seaport waterfront is a beautiful marina along with a Acushnet River, beautiful sights along the water. New Bedford is the neighbor. Absolutely, Kyle. So any other information you could drop in, Kyle, that would be helpful because you are part of this. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, Carl, if you want to type exactly what the raffle is, that would be huge. I don't want to mispronounce C Streak or the other Martha's Vineyard thing that you got, but if you want to type those in so JJ can either show them or JJ can say them, that would be great, Carl.
Yeah, absolutely, Kyle. Drop that all in. My producer, Justin, will be walking the background. Aaron comments again. My pleasure. It's a family. All got to work together, man. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's not about, I'm this, I'm that, man. I can help you. I'm going to help you. And that's what it's about, man. That's what makes the world a better place, man. Thank you so much, Aaron. That says so much about you and Bernardo's Boxing and Aaron Bernardo as itself.
Love it. I love every minute of it. It was great. Last minute, Steve, I got someone for you. After Mr. Parker called him, he texted me 5 minutes later, said, I got a doctor for you. Beautiful. So that's how this works. And it's at the end of the day, the world's in a tough place today, right?
Yeah.
So kind of stuff gets me a little misty when someone that I barely know wants to help out my event because he's a good dude, puts on great shows and everything else. That is why I love boxing. It is I could call somebody that I've never met before and shoot the shit with them about boxing, and it's like we're best friends by the end of the phone call. I mean, me and you met for a reason. We get along great. I mean, it's just another avenue to to be able to, like you said, go punch a bag, go have a nice sport, go fight, go hang out, go have fun, watch the smiles from the crowd, get cheered for, get booed at if you like that sort of stuff. I mean, but it's just a great atmosphere. It's very exciting.
Absolutely. August 24th at the Seaport Inn in Fairhaven, Mass. You know what? You got to go check the show out and support it. They donate the money. It's the Massachusetts State Boxing Team. Has anything changed in the fight card? Are we still having fighters from England?
No. England has backed out, so we have New York City firefighters coming. We have Denver, Colorado police and firefighters coming. We're trying to still add some matches as of today between some 18, 17, and 16-year-olds from, I believe it's West Newbury, Long Island, but don't quote me on that name, but I know it's Long Island. And they're going to bring about 5 or 6 kids over, so we're trying to match them up.
Nice.
So case them too.
Maybe those 5 or 6 kids will become Massachusetts State policemen and end up boxing for the Massachusetts State Police boxing team.
I only hope. if they want to
I
leave.
mean, I'm so happy. Listen, let's all right. So real quick, because I got to get these troopers, these
Sure.
state troopers on. Kyle says raffles include Red Sox / Patriots memorabilia, authentic, two tickets aboard C Street ferry from New Bedford to Martha's Vineyard. Look, man. The raffle itself is. Come on, man. If you're not into boxing, go for the nice music. The DJ will be playing. Have a drink. Play the raffle. You know what I mean? But hope you stay for the fights because you're not going to want to miss this show.
That's
Great
all.
stuff. So,
That's all Kyle's hard work right there. That raffle, by the way.
yeah, we're gonna have Kyle. You know what? We're gonna see Kyle at the fights. He's been very nice to me. So I'll be going up with the wife, my son-in-law, which runs this show, and my daughter, which is his wife. And we're all gonna do a picture, man. We're gonna you, me, Steve, Kyle, Justin. We're gonna do a picture. I'm gonna interview both of you on site. I want to do whatever I can do to help you in this event and upcoming events. Let's not wait any longer. Let's bring in the real reason the show's happening. The state of Massachusetts has a boxing team. The Massachusetts State Police boxing team. I'm not going to say their last names because I'll screw them up. So I ain't going to do that. You want to I'm going to let Steve introduce our guest.
Yeah, well, thank God I'm on Zoom. Anyway, we have Trooper Chris Loftus is going to join us. He's fought a few times for the team. Loves the sport of boxing. He will be in attendance at the show, but he's not fighting. And then we have Trooper Peter Bienemy, who will be fighting at the show. He's a heavyweight, also a officer. And I'm so excited to have them both on the show. I want to hear their stories because I haven't heard them often. And this will be more of an education for me, too, learning how they started and how they got involved. So I can't wait to bring them on. So whenever you're ready, feel free to bring them on in.
Bring them on in. There we go. Chris, Peter, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Dude, it's a pleasure and an honor to have both you guys. Thank you for your service on the Neutral Corner. What you guys do on a day-to-day basis is amazing. Hello. It's amazing, and it's going to be a tough job. So let me start with Peter because he's competing in the tournament. Peter, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Heavyweights.
Yes, sir.
Are you feeling the excitement?
Oh, well, I mean, it comes and goes, it's up and down. But as the moment comes closer, you know,
I love being a dad. Look at this man. I love that. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So you're feeling the excitement. You're ready to go. You've been training.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah. How long have you been boxing, Peter?
Okay. My first exposure to the sport, my first match was 2019. When I put on a show in Revere, and not really knowing what I was getting myself into, but it came along at the right time for me, and I just jumped in at first, and here we are.
And so you're liking it? I mean, you weren't boxing before entering the state police, Massachusetts State Police?
No, I was not.
Have you played any sports in college and high school?
Well, yeah, I was a multi-sport athlete. I played basketball and football.
Yeah, so you're an athlete. So you picked up on boxing pretty good?
I think so.
Boxing's a little different than team sports, huh?
You know what? Funny story. My first match was that event in 2019. And, again, not knowing anything about it, I just jumped into it. And I won that first match in a forceful way. And, boy, that was probably the best and worst thing that could have happened at the same time. I'll just keep it at that for now.
No, because I want to go back to that because you said the best and the worst, but I want to know what the worst was.
Well, okay, so it was the best thing that could have happened at the time because, again, I truly needed the distraction. There were a lot of things going on in my personal life. So just having all the good that comes along with the win was kind of fireworks. was great for me. But the bad part, when I say the worst thing that happened, is it gave me the wrong idea about the kind of work that goes into the sport of boxing. In my personal life, you would think that just being a good athlete and just the willingness to fight and get you through it, that's not enough.
Yeah. Boxing. Oh, I got my fan going. Boxing is one of those sports, that you learn a lot. So in that fight, that your first fight where you said you jumped in, what did you learn about yourself in that? Did you learn anything about Peter that you didn't know?
In that first fight, what did I learn about myself? I learned that I have a really good left hook.
Oh, left hook. I like, hey,
Perfect.
pop. And when you throw that left hook, you want that elbow to be a little high for some defense. And if it happens to hit him in the chin, well, hey, that happens. It was an accident.
Whoops.
You know what I mean? But I love that. I love that. So, do you know who you're going to be boxing that night of the event?
I do not for sure. They've given me, I want to say 3 names. I'm not sure who I will end up fighting.
Peter, have you looked up any of those 3 guys on YouTube to see if you can see anything? The state of Massachusetts, the police coming in. Let me look these guys up on YouTube, see if I see anything. Have you looked?
I have not.
Oh, man, you have not. He's honest. I would have been all over YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Let me know he throws a lazy jab. I'm shooting a right hand right over the top. First time he throws that jab. But that's all right. You're ready. And so now, what gym do you belong to and who's training you?
So I am somewhat of a mercenary at the moment. I had been at the Somerville Boxing Club, but they had since closed it down. So I don't have to build up. So I don't belong to a single gym at the moment. My most recent gym would have been the Revere Boxing.
Revere Boxing. That's a good gym. That's a good gym.
Sure.
So you're excited. You're ready to go. What are you looking for Saturday night? Are you looking for the knockout? Are you looking to go in there and just, technical, like I want to make this a short night. I want to prove a point. Here I am. My record don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking to have a good time. That's
okay. Okay.
Really good show.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to it. So, how is box? And I'm going to get to you, Chris. I haven't forgot you. I know. I'm going to get to you. So, how is boxing, if in any way, helped you? Because, and we spoke about this off air, and I talk about this a lot because I'm a huge advocate for high school boxing. I think it would be great as a sport in high school, and I think it would take care of bullying. And I don't mean that in a sense of going back and beating the bully up. I think young people that take boxing as a sport, because it is a sport, carry themselves different, and they're more confident in themselves, and they know how to control their aggression and de-escalate situations and know when to walk away and kind of get a feel for what's going on around them. And I think boxing is huge help for that. So being a Massachusetts State police officer, which is dangerous in itself, has boxing helped you in that way? And has it helped you in that sport in any way?
Yeah, 1,000%. I don't want to steal any of Chris's thunder. We did touch on this a little bit. But I think generally speaking, guys that train combat sports are less likely to get into, this altercation. You don't really want to get into it.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think that's because street fighting is different from boxing, but you know how to control that and be like, I know what I can do to this guy. I ain't gonna prove it. And I think that's the confidence in knowing and not. And I think that's where boxing helps. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I mean, that's a great answer. So let's move over to Chris over here, sitting here patiently. Chris, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Good. So yeah, look, how long have you been boxing? Let's ask you the same type of question we asked Peter.
Similar to Pete, probably about a little over 4 years. Like right after the academy is my first exposure to it was in the academy. They make everyone box in the academy. And then right after that, it was during COVID. I was looking to keep up something of the training. and all the gyms were closed because of COVID. But a buddy at my barracks, he had a friend on the job that owned a gym, so I kind of went to that gym, started boxing, and then like 6 to 8 months later, they were saying they had a fight, and my barracks commander at the time was the head of the boxing team. So he was like, "Hey, you want to fight?" Kind of like elbowed me in there, and I'm so happy he did. You know, it was best decision ever.
Yeah. How? So you have a few fights already that you boxed on a Massachusetts State boxing team, right?
Yeah, I got 6 fights for the team. Record of 4-2.
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
happy.
I like that. That's not bad at all. Look, don't get caught up in all this. I call it the Mayweather effect. No one can lose. Your stock drops. Blah 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 blah. Now, listen, the greatest of all time lost. Rocky Marciano, all of Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, George. They all lost.
Yeah,
How
but
you come back from a loss. That's all that matters.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Pete, man. I mean, you know, being a Massachusetts State police officer, has boxing helped you in any aspect of your job?
I'd say just about every aspect of the job. You know, it's been awesome. Just, you know, the mental health, the stuff we deal with on the job, see some crazy stuff. I don't think there's any better type of therapy than, you know, spending the afternoon in the gym. When you're sparring, when you and another guy are fighting in the ring, there could be 1,000 guys around you. You could be in an empty gym, but you're literally just focused on that guy. And it's just a nice way to kind of take a break from everything else that's going on in your life. You know, I've been an athlete my whole life, playing sports my whole life, and everything's kind of similar, but nothing to the extent of boxing, especially sparring or actually fighting a guy, just to take your mind off of everything else. And, you know, just being in shape, keeping the exercise up, great way just to, you know, maintain yourself. So 100%, boxing's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So this would be for like both of you guys. I know boxing it has to help you guys with that mental health. With what you guys deal with out there, I mean, just pulling somebody over on a highway. I've been broken down on a highway, and I see those cars flying by. Just that alone's scary. And I know you deal with so much more than that. You know what I mean? And you deal with so much more than being a trooper or state police officer. You're more like you're dealing with a lot of people that are going through emotions, tough times. You're dealing with a lot. You know what I mean? And I think boxing must have, like you said, getting to the gym and hitting the bag, just that alone must help with your mental health, huh, guys?
100%.
You had that tough day at work. So that's why I feel, and this is going to be a question for both of you. We're going to take a little curveball here. And Steve included, I want Steve's opinion on this too, because this is something I talk about. I've had Bronco McCaw on, Devin Alexander, both world champions in the Boxing Hall of Fame, and Doc Gilbert, Clarissa Shields Cutman. We've had a round table discussion. We're going to do that again about boxing in high school. Do you feel boxing would benefit a lot of high schools in the state of Massachusetts?
Absolutely.
Anyone, whoever wants to go first, just say I'm going first.
I'll go first.
Steve's going to go first.
You want me to go first? So I
You're breaking up, Steve. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. All right, we'll come back to Steve, Justin. See if you can fix that with him. All right. So let's go with Peter or Chris. One of you guys want to go? And what do you think about high school boxing? Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So go ahead. Go back to your thought.
I just feel that like team sports are awesome, of course. I also did some kids that football, not football, but any. So mental health wise goes with it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can.
Yeah, we had it. I got bits and pieces of that, which I agree with you 100%. So if you could find a better location for your Wi-Fi to be strong, I want to touch back with you on that. So Chris or Pete, go ahead. What do you think? High school boxing, man. As being state police and being in the community and being in events and dealing with a lot of things, I would love to get your thoughts on high school boxing. Any one of you guys want to go first?
Yeah. 100%. I think it would be great. You know, the high school sports are fantastic. Any of them, if you do, I don't care what sport it is, it's going to make you better. But I believe what Steve kind of touched on was like their team sports, and those are great. You know, I wrestled in high school, so that's, you know, it's a team sport, but it's also, you know, it's just you and your opponent on the mat. And I feel like those individual kind of sports just, you know, are way better for, you know, individual improvements like character and everything. You know, wrestling and boxing, I've kind of been on the fence. What's the tougher sport? I think, you know, wrestling, you get beat, you get a bruise or something, but, you know, boxing, you get a black eye, broken nose. So I'll leave it up to a decision. But I mean, you know, tough sports like that, combat sports, it's just fantastic because, you know, your biggest opponent is the one in the mirror. You know, so you can't rely on your teammate to make you better. You can't, you know, take a play off. So yeah, I'm all for it. I think it's awesome for everyone, and especially for kids in high school. Like the bullying issue, like you spoke about, pretty much everything in the life, it just improves.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Great, Peter. What do you think? Let's get your take on it.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people, when you say boxing, the first thought that comes to mind is just, you know, all out barbaric war.
Get closer to your mic, Pete.
Yeah. So, in actuality, when it comes to boxing, most of the people in the sport don't necessarily even compete. A lot of people just, you know, take part in the training, and if you are in the sport for that part of it, it improves any other sport you can possibly do. The first thing they teach you is stance in your face, in your balance. And you can teach that anyway.
Absolutely, that's a good point, man. It'll help you out in any other sport too. So, man, this is going to be an amazing event. You guys are going to be involved in this event, and it's great. So, Chris, are you going to be in attendance?
I'll definitely be there. Yeah, I had to take this one off. I just kind of got reassigned to a different unit on the job, and the summer's been crazy busy. You know, all the fighters take it super seriously, training for it, getting in great shape for it, and I just didn't have the time to commit to that. So, you know, I didn't want to get in front of all my coworkers and all the great people at Fairhaven and not be 100%. So I took this one off. This is the first one I've taken off since I've been on the job, but I'll definitely be in attendance. I'm super excited for it. They always do a great job, get the pipes and drums going. All the other teams are great. I'm picking Denver up from the airport on Friday. Those guys are fantastic. They hosted me, Pete, and 2 other fighters, like 10 other people on the team for an event back in April, and that was just fantastic. Those guys are awesome hosts. You know, in the ring, you know, we punch each other in the mouth, but then, you know, after we all get beers together, talk, you know, different states, different sides of the country, but, you know, it's the same job. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys again.
Absolutely, man, and I'm sure you guys. So you and Pete know each other, right? You guys know each other.
Yeah, we stayed in the hotel room in Denver.
Nice.
Yep.
We'll leave that be.
Yeah.
We'll leave that be. I know.
Yeah,
so Peter, man, you ready, man? You ready to go heavyweight? You got 3 people. You don't know who you're fighting. That's the thing about amateur boxing. But I mean, if you could give some young kid advice today, if you could introduce us.
My youngest brother, Camila, can you say hi? Hi, everyone.
Hello. That's awesome. Look, Dad, state trooper, boxer, training, very busy, man. I think it's amazing what both you guys do. Let me ask you, are you guys, like, what area are you guys in now? I'm from the Fall River, Massachusetts area. Are you guys in that area, or are you guys further out in Boston? You can't say, that's fine.
No, I do Plymouth County, so I hang around there.
Okay.
Yep.
Middlesex.
Okay, so you guys are out. Yeah. Nice, man. That's good. I don't want to get pulled over and be like, hey, Chris, man. No, absolutely not. So, look, I think what both you guys do, I think the event's going to be an amazing event. Peter, so are you training with anybody at the moment, or are you training by yourself?
Mostly on my own.
Man, we gotta get you in a gym down here. I'm telling you, man. You're a big dude. I'm telling you, I know trainers. I know gyms that would love to have you all, Chris.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you now, you guys are down this area. You need a gym down this area. Come down. I get you in a gym with a good trainer, no problem. Believe me when I tell you.
If any of you know Lieutenant Fletcher on our job on the safety beach, she had a hand in training me a little bit, so I wanted to give her a shout out.
Steve, tell me a little bit about. Is it Fletcher that we were talking about the last time on our show?
That did what?
Would you say his name was Kenny Fletcher?
Lieutenant, it's a female lieutenant, Lieutenant Marion Fletcher.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
No, she boxes.
She fought a long time ago.
I think I'm gonna have to. I got something on Facebook. I think I seen that. Okay, let me go here. Jerry, here's your chance to get back into someone's corner. Just saying. Yeah, I used to love training. I'm old school when it comes to training, man. I'm footwork, jab, cut the ring off, turn the fight on the ropes, head movement. You don't need to be fancy dancy. Boxing is just so many punches to throw. You throw them in combination. Most important punch is that jab, turn over, snap it out. I don't even want to get into it. My son-in-law is like telling me this is your chance to get in the corner again. I would look anytime you're down my area, Fall River, Massachusetts, and you're in the area, just want to get away from the norm. You want to get into a new gym, maybe spar some new guys. Sometimes that's good, right? It's good to do that. Look me up. I got you guys. I know a gym. Bonato's Boxing, great trainer. He's got a stable of good fighters. And there's a lot of other local gyms in this area that I'm involved with that would be honored to have you guys down there and working with you in any way they could. Believe me when I tell you.
That's awesome, man.
No, and I want you to really take that up. All right, I got something coming in from Kyle. He says, lastly, as a Coast Guard search and rescue veteran, I can emphasize how proud this event is going to benefit the Veterans Association of Bristol County in Fall River, Massachusetts. President Tom Santos and Executive Director Ken Levesque are extremely excited and grateful for this event. Guys, look, you know where the proceeds or some of the proceeds, I don't know if it's 100%, Steve can touch on that, 150%. I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys are raising money for the Bristol County and Fall River Veterans Association. What does that make you feel like?
Awesome. It's awesome. The team, as Steve said, has done a lot of great charity work, and this is just another one top of the list that's, it just feels great to help out. And I'm not even the one fighting, but, just being part of the team, helping the charities, it's end of the day, that's what makes it all just fantastic.
Peter, how's it make you feel helping out the veterans, man?
It's an honor, being a veteran myself.
Wow, thank you for your service, sir. I didn't know that. Thank you for your service, bro. I appreciate that. I didn't know that. So being a veteran and helping out the veterans must have a little special space in your heart, Peter.
Oh, sure thing. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Steve, what are the proceeds? Is all the proceeds? How does that work if you can get into that?
So sometimes approached by different charities. I always mention that just because I need to. If a trooper, police officer, civil servant is first killed in the line of duty before fight time, proceeds will go to that family. That several different. We are approached or reached out to see if they can help with that. And by the time showtime comes, then Lieutenant will basically decide where it's best for this, because we'll always fight next time. There's been hundreds of different charities that we donate to. I couldn't list all the state, but the raffle will be the Bristol County veterans actually attending, watching the fights. I want to thank, in addition to Libby Medeiros from Fall River Pal, has been instrumental in helping find fights, and Aaron Bonanno, the doctor, and Steve Parker from USA for helping me. And anytime that you want to follow the team's Facebook page, JJ, if Justin could put it up at some point, Charlie or somebody in media relations will always put up pictures of the fights at times, and he'll put up check presentations maybe a week after the show or 2 weeks after the show. So it's always able to be viewed on the Massachusetts Police Boxing Team Facebook page, and you'll be able to get the benefit was because fight. So you never know what exactly it's going to be until fight.
All right, yeah. So, guys, Peter, you got to go, Pete?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, look, thank you so much for having us on, being on the show. I appreciate it. Good luck. We'll see you Saturday night. And, hey, everything behind that jab, it'll be all right. Sets everything up for you. And have a good night, young lady. Thanks so much, Peter. Have a great night. Thanks for coming on. We're going to have you on again after the show, after the tournament. That's Steve.
I wanted to ask Chris.
What do you got?
Did you do some sort of you like having a laugh at your? Because I heard something about you. Fight, you did a little.
You're losing the reception. What's that?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Did you do a little? Do some sort of dance at one of the shows, or?
Oh, in Colorado, I was robbed of karaoke song of the night. We all went out after New York Fire, Denver Fire and Police. I should have won karaoke song of the night at the bar after, but I was robbed.
And you were robbed by a hometown person, right?
That's what it was. I think I saw some money slip hands under the table, but it is what it's not my city, not my issue.
Didn't you do some sort of dance?
Oh, no, I know what Charlie was talking about. Yeah. We were in England. We fought England in Newcastle. And after the fight, they put on a hell of a show. That's a great team over there. Awesome guys. They took us out drinking after. And I was doing the worm on the dance floor of the cement floor dance floor, which was absolutely disgusting. I probably should have got been on a penicillin regimen after. I know. I had my insulin pump in my pocket. I'm diabetic, and the thing shattered in my pocket. So I'm spending and we were there for 3 days in England. So I'm spending the rest of the time on syringes that I'm keeping in my passport, like walking around, giving myself injections on the train. So that was an experience. So I think I'm just about done with the worm now.
Well,
I remember doing a worm break dance. I'm going back to the 80s.
Hey, it's really all I got. That's the only tool in my arsenal. So without that, I'm kind of screwed.
So JJ, the reason I bring that up, I love to show the human aspect of a police officer.
And I was going to get to that. Peter had to run, but these guys are humans. They got families. They work. It's a job. They're passionate. Love what they do.
Had a great time. Did the worm. Shared it right here. Loved it. Laughing. We're all laughing. What's better than that?
Absolutely.
These shows are the best, man. It's the cops, all their coworkers, all their families. I was fighting a Connecticut police officer at one of the last couple of shows. And my mom was there, and sitting next to her was actually the family of my opponent, and his son was there. Everything his dad was doing, the son was like standing up and shadow boxing. Like
I'll tell you what,
I can hit half the fight.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to hear me, because there's no fights that I go to that I can just sit there and be like, nah, man. I'm like, yo, shoot the jab, shoot the
exactly.
jab.
It's not a church.
Shoot that jab.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not a church. We want to hear it. It always gets rowdy. It's always great. All the local cops from the officers that are fighting are there supporting their guys. So it really is a fantastic show.
It's safe to say, I'm going to say it's true. August 24th, Seaport Inn in Fairhaven, Massachusetts, probably going to be the safest place in the state that night.
I'd say so. Yeah, most likely.
I'm going to feel pretty safe there.
Yeah.
Chris, if Chris didn't say the honor guard will come in full dress with the flags, bagpipe division of the state police will come play the bagpipes as the fighters go around the ring. I forgot to mention that the past couple of times, but we do have a state police bagpipe division, and they usually come to the show and play the bagpipes for the guys to walk around the ring. And usually the honor guard is there in full dress with the flags, and very patriotic. And the reason, so I want to thank Chris, because you know what? It's great to see a guy, state trooper, police officer, they're all this. He did the worm. He did the worm in England.
And he broke his friend. He broke his
So the point is just regular stuff, right? It's guys that fight each other. Do they want to kill each other when they're in the ring? Who cares? Do they want to win? Who cares? Yeah, absolutely they do. Do they train to win? Absolutely. What happens right after? All the fighters sit down for a meal together, JJ, just so you know, from wherever they're from. And then Charlie will take them around from out of town people. They take them to Boston the next day, show them the sights, and it's just becomes like it becomes a brotherhood and a sisterhood, right? Because we have women fighters too.
100%. Yeah, some of the girls fighters are better than the guy fighters. They're absolute animals.
Absolutely.
They are. Absolutely.
Yeah, Chris, I want you to hit me up on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook Messenger so I make sure I want people to do the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's amazing that, and this is going to be something that it's with the stresses of work and all that stuff, this is going to be a good outing. My producer wants to jump on. He never really does that, so I'm going to say yes. Come on, Justin, because you're a bigger part of this show than I am. You're running everything in the back. I haven't even asked for pictures and videos yet.
Listen, I hate doing this because this is Jerry's show. I like to just be in the background.
It's all right, man.
It gets to a certain point. I think I did this a couple times when Steven's been on, when we had our last Massachusetts fighter on, state police fighter on. Listen, you can't help but watch this show. Like, obviously, I'm watching from the background, and you just feel some a sense of pride, a sense of happiness, and so much support because, like we have said before, I know Steven knows is. Our house is a huge back to blue house, Chris. We mean that 100%. So,
absolutely,
even though you're not fighting,
right,
it's going to be
brother.
awesome. Yeah, it's going to be awesome to meet you there. It's going to be awesome to see a lot of these Massachusetts state policemen boxing, putting on a good show. It's obviously, like you guys talk about the brotherhood, and like Steven nails it every time about you guys are human. We're all human. You have families, you have lives, and sometimes people they see. People behind a badge and they don't really understand that. They don't see that. They don't recognize it. So just letting you know that from us, we recognize it. We see you guys as people. We support you as people. We appreciate you as people and obviously as public servants. So can't wait to see you there this weekend, man. We really mean it. So absolutely. We're going to see you there. We're going to have a good old time. I'm definitely going to be at the bar. And I'll just
see you there. Talking to one of the Irish guys on the job. I'll see you there.
He will too.
I'll say this is Jerry made a comment about you will hear him from the stands. I can attest to this because I sit on the side of him and I'm like, yeah, I'm with this guy. Oh,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be an awesome night. I can't wait to see you there.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate you guys. I'll back out. That's all I got, Jerry. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. No, that's all right. That's okay. And let me just talk about what Justin is saying. I absolutely back you guys up as much you keep us safe. You do what you got to do on a highway. And I've been pulled over before, and sometimes you guys get a bad rap, but I appreciate all you do on for the state and your service and all that. But then you're human and you got lives outside of this, and you like to have fun and you like to enjoy yourself and you like to let those stresses go, man. And any way you want to do it, you do it. But we back you. The Neutral Corner backs you, and thank you so much for being on, Chris. Man, I really appreciate it. Steve wants to say something before we let you go.
If my video is working okay on my audio, so I would just like to say that these troopers, female or male, they do this on their own time. They do this for no money. They do not get paid to fight. They do this because they love the sport of boxing. They love the Massachusetts State Police, and they love the Massachusetts State Police boxing team.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man, and that shows because you're right. Amateur boxing, you don't get paid, and you're not getting like overtime and shit for this. This is your own time. Going to the gym, guys are going to the gym like yourself, missing out on things. I got a fight coming up. I got to train at all that stuff. So it's definitely takes away from family time and stuff. And you guys put a lot out there. Chris, I just want to thank you for coming on. If you have any last words, any shout outs you want to give, you're more than welcome to do so.
No, yeah, I can't wait. Thank you so much for having me on. I can't wait to see everybody there. It's going to be awesome. Shout out to the team trainer, Dave DiGregorio. He has the gym Uptown Boxing out of Sturbridge, Mass. And he's the man. He's the corner guy. He's an absolute animal. He's probably like 5'4", and he's the loudest, toughest guy in the room. Your guy runs like double marathons. Absolute savage. So he's going to be there. He trains all the fighters. He corners them, teaches, kind of works them through the fights. So shout out to him. Shout out to all you guys behind the scenes. A ton of work goes into this fight. They do a great job organizing it. It's a huge overhaul. So, just everyone behind the scenes for putting on a great show. It's going to be a great show. A huge shout out to them.
Absolutely. And Steve puts a lot of work in. Kyle puts this putting on, and this is what I say all the time, right? So we get to go to these events and enjoy ourselves, have a drink, listen to music, watch some good boxing, and stuff like that. But the work it takes to put on an event of this size is a lot of moving parts, a lot of reaching out, licenses, USA, there's finding a location. There's a lot that goes on. Just like you guys are training in the gym for the fight, Steve and his team and Kyle, they're out there training and doing their thing, and it all comes together and makes this beautiful event. But it's hard work, and we don't have many people like this left, so we got to appreciate the ones that do put in the hard work and put on great events like this, man. So, Steve, thank you, sir. And Kyle, if you're listening, thank you. And Sassy, I want to give her a shout out. Sophia, what's her Facebook page?
Sassy Angel events, I believe. It's not at Sophia. Sophia. He's listening at the red light.
The Neutral Corner is going to share her Facebook page because I think what she does is amazing too in helping out in this event.
Instrumental helping out.
Absolutely. So, Chris, thank you, man. I hope we didn't keep you too long because I know you got to go to work.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Great.
We're going to have you on again, man. We're going to have you on again and again and again. This is not your first. Well, this is your first, but it's not your last. Be safe out there tonight. Much love, man.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having me.
Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. Yeah, Steve, man. Great stuff from Peter and Chris. I mean, I think it's going to be a great event, and I know it's something you're looking forward to. I'm looking forward to. I'm going with my wife. I'm going with Justin, my son-in-law, and my daughter, which I huge. My daughter knows. Justin, come on this show.
So the guy he was talking about too is from Southbridge. Just to say, it's Southbridge, Mass, Uptown Boxing, which is okay. That's not. He trained with the Petronelli brothers. Dave did back in the day.
Okay, all right, yeah, they're out of Brockton, Agler's trainers.
Yep.
So this is my son-in-law, Steve. You know Justin, big boxing fan. But when he sits with my daughter and watches boxing, I think he can tell you.
Yeah. Listen. So let me start with this because I got to make myself look at least a little good during this, right?
Go ahead.
Jerry knows. Jerry, I can sit down and I can talk football. I can talk basketball. You name a sport, I can talk it. I consider myself a very knowledgeable sports guy.
Gotcha.
I sit on the side of my fiance watching boxing. And I'm already starting to cry. I'm already starting to tear up because it's too funny. And it's like, what'd she just say? What the hell is she talking about? And she's just shooting like, look at him. Look at him turning the corner. Look at him. And yeah. I'm like, what is she even talking about?
She grew up with it, man. She grew up around it.
And everybody around
She'll
is
tell
like,
you the best way to fight a southpaw.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, what she said. That's what I do. Everything. What she said.
I love it. I think that's great, right? So start.
I'm crying. I'm crying because it's too funny.
Talk to her about starting a team at her school, elementary, high school. Who cares?
Absolutely, man. That's what boxing's all about. People don't really.
You'd be a good trainer. Am I back out?
Yeah, no, you're good. Go ahead.
I said she'd be a good trainer. It sounds like she knows how to fight.
Yeah, she knows. She got a daughter. I got a granddaughter. I got a grandson. There's plans in the works. But Steve, I want to thank you. Justin, thank you for coming on. Steve, I want to thank you for all your hard work in doing this. You've been on the show a couple of times. And Kyle, I want to thank Kyle. He's had troubles, but we're gonna get Kyle on. We're getting his phone in our hands at the show, and it's gonna be like, look, you're all set to come on the show the next time. I think both you guys do an amazing job, and anything the Neutral Corner can do to help promote this, we're willing to do that. And your hard work, Kyle's hard work, the trainers, the boxers themselves. It's going to be an amazing event, August 24th at the Seaport Inn. I mean, you can get there at 2 in the afternoon, Steve.
Yes, sir. Food trucks at 2.
Have a drink, food trucks, listen to some music. It's just going to be a great atmosphere.
water, enjoy a drink, wait for the fights to start. Absolutely. I'm excited. It's been a while since we fought outside. I think the last time we fought outside was in Worcester, in downtown Worcester, against the Worcester Police Gang Unit, which was probably, I don't know, before 2015 sometime, but I'm probably off of my date. So it's been a long time. So we're really excited about fighting outside, hoping to have beautiful weather, want to put smiles on people's faces.
Steve, don't worry about the weather.
No, I'm not. ML said it was going to be okay. I'm good. Hey, I said it to Charlie. I said, hey, Kyle called his buddy ML, the Almanac guy. Charlie goes, don't tell me that because it's probably going to be a hailstorm. I go, no, we're good. So, this is something that you can follow the team on the Facebook page. JJ, I would like to ask you to put your neutral corner on the team's Facebook page anytime you want, because there are team members that may or may not fight this weekend that are following the team on the Facebook page because they're part of it and would love to podcast and see their counterparts, Chris and Pete.
Absolutely.
So anytime you want to post anything on my team's page, you feel free, sir. You've been a blessing to be able to help us promote this show, and we want to help you just like you help us, because that's what this is all about.
I appreciate that. So I remember, because you had one page, but then you changed it, right? Something.
So we have, I think the other one is gone now. So we had one of our troopers retire that was the secretary for the team, and he ran the Facebook page, and we couldn't figure out the old password. So I made a new one with Charlie Murray last October, but I have since looked, and I think the old one is gone. So you search it under Massachusetts State Police Boxing Team.
Okay.
Holding up two fighters' hands, and you'll see the information about our page, and I usually post.
Absolutely. So I can post this show on there tonight.
Anytime you want, sir. Anytime you can.
I appreciate that, man. No, absolutely. Steve, again, thank you so much for coming on. We'll be in touch. We'll see you Saturday, face to face. We're taking a picture. Your hard work and Kyle's hard work and everybody and Sophia, everybody's hard work's gonna pay off Saturday. Can't wait to see everybody, meet everybody in real life. This has been great. Thank you so much for coming on again, Steve.
See you guys. Appreciate it.
Yo, man, look, man, I love it. I love it back to back. Had an awesome time. Battle for the belt at Aaron Bonato's box put on the Battleship. Awesome time. Loved it there. Now we're going to August 24th. Seaport in Fairhaven, Mass. 110 Middle Street. Get out. Support these troopers. The money's going to the Veterans Association. I got it right here. I can't emphasize how proud this is. Going to benefit the Veterans Association of Bristol County in Fall River. My hometown, baby. Fall River. I love it. I love it. I love that we're helping an organization in Fall River, and that's great. And to be from Fall River, that's amazing. So Kyle, Steve, Chris, Peter, thanks so much for coming on. Everybody that tuned in, commented, please share the show. Massachusetts State Boxing Police Team. Look them up on Facebook. Look up the Neutral Corner on Facebook. Give us a like. Give us a follow. We have shows every Monday, from trainers to cutmen to gyms to boxers to referees to everybody. We want everybody involved to be able to come on a Neutral Corner and be able to tell us your journey through the sport of boxing, your story. It's not about us. It's about you, and I want you to have that platform to be able to come on and tell us your story and your journey and how boxing's helped you. We got a little bit going on. The old backdrop is down. Thank you to Roxanne, Creative Woodworking Artist Designs, RL. Look them up on Facebook. Follow their page. See the amazing stuff they're putting out. WBC World Championship belt behind me, won by myself. No, I'm joking. I didn't win that. Signed by Sugar Ray, Roberto Duran, and Thomas Hearns. Thank you, Roxanne, for the great gift right here. We all know who that is, Mike Tyson, who's absolutely going to destroy that guy. I don't know, that YouTuber. I don't even know his name. Anyway, Mike Tyson's going to destroy him. That's it. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everyone for all your support. The boxing pages, everybody. Thank you so much. This is a Neutral Corner. Catch you next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great night. Everything behind that jab, and you will be okay.
Ali's trainer right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes